Good morning, Standard 4. Children, today we are going to start our first chapter, Computer Storage and Memory Devices. Okay. In previous classes, you have learned about many types of computer devices, input devices, processing devices, output devices, and storage devices. You have learned in Standard 2, Standard 3. You have learned about the parts of computer, devices of computer. Okay, you already have learned. Now in Standard 4, in first chapter, we are going to talk about the computer storage devices, means computer memory. Okay, so you know storage devices are those ones where computer stores file. Okay, whichever work we do, if we have to save it for the future, okay, so we create file and all those files get stored in the storage devices, or we can call computer memory. Okay, so these are the things which we are going to discuss in this chapter, means about computer memory we are going to discuss. Okay, so before starting the topic computer memory, first we are going to discuss about the data and information. These are two things which we store in computer. Okay, first topic it is given at page number 7 here. Page number 7, data and information. Okay, so I am reading from your book. In your daily life, you come across a lot of facts and figures in the form of numbers, images, etc. These are called data. Okay. So it is written in our daily life we come across many facts. Okay, many figures. Facts like newspaper you read about the country's condition, prime minister, president, about chief ministers of different states. Okay, so these all are the facts, and these facts are called data. Okay, when you come to the school, you come to know about the principal of the school, about the coordinator of junior school, then about the teachers. Okay, which teacher teaches which subject. So many facts you come to know. Okay, then the two buildings we have, then different classrooms are there. So when you meet your friend, so that student name, her roll number, her address, you come to know all these facts. These all facts are called data. These all facts are called data, like prime minister's name, president's name. Okay. Then if you are in Jharkhand, CM of Jharkhand name, their name. Okay, means these are data. These are data. Mr. Narendra Modi, then Ramnath Kovind. Kovind is our president. Then here Hemant Soren is chief minister of Jharkhand. So these are facts. Okay, so these are called data. About our school, when we talk about the school, so Sister Sylvie is our new principal here in junior school. Sister Inet is our coordinator. Okay, so these are facts about the school. Okay, vice principal of the school, so Sister Victoria is there. So these are facts. And who is your computer teacher? So this is also a fact. So these all the things are called data. These are data. Okay, student's name, her roll number, her address, okay, class she belongs to, class, section, okay, these all are data. These all are data. Okay, her picture also, picture, image. Okay, that picture is also a data. If you have picture, president's picture, prime minister picture, if you have, so these all the things are called data means everything's fact and figures. Okay, now your roll number, it is in number. Okay, your age, that is in number. Okay, so how many states we have in our country, that is also in number. Okay, so these are called numerical data. Numerical data. So data, it can be an image, it can be text, it can be picture, image, my sound also, voice, that is also data. Even nowadays you see in Aadhaar card we give data of our fingerprints. Okay, so fingerprint, that is also data. Okay, and all these data, okay, can be converted into the information. Data can be converted into the information. Okay, computer does that thing. Okay, computer takes data, process the data, and forms information. Okay, creates information. So data and information both are interrelated thing. Okay, data also called raw information. Data is also called raw information. Okay, raw information here. Raw means here. Suppose if I have to cook rice. Okay, so for cooking rice we need raw rice. Okay, table rice we use. Okay, so that table rice is called raw material for cooking rice. Okay, or suppose you see this chair and desk in the classroom. This blackboard also you see in the classroom. So this glass and wood is the raw material of blackboard. Okay, so these are called raw material, wood and glass for the blackboard, like that. For information, data is raw material. Okay, for creating information, data is the raw material. Okay, using data, information can be created. Okay, so data and information both are interrelated things, and data is the fact and figure of the things. Okay, things which you come across daily, you come to know new different things. So all those things are called data. All those facts, figures are called data. I hope you understood data and information. Now and these data and information we store in computer. That is why this topic is discussed here. Okay, computer is used to store the data and information. That is the first use of computer nowadays. Okay, in modern time, data is very important. Okay, so if you have information, if you have data, so means you have the asset of information. Nowadays, no, success of any person, that is totally depends on the how much information you have. You are informative. Okay, you have the collection of information. If you have collection of data, so that thing makes you successful in your life. Okay, in any competitive exams which you are going to face, okay, you are going to write, so you should have that enough data and information related to the topic. Okay, so data and information now at this modern time, it is very important for everyone. Okay, so these facts and figures called data, and data is when we process data. Okay, it is processed through the computer. Okay, then it converts into information. Okay, after processing, data converts into information. So which device converts data into information, or which device processes the data? That is our computer. Computer processes data and gives us information. Okay, so I hope you understood this thing. Okay, students, so we were discussing about the data and information. Okay, so here it is written in your book, see, when you organize the data and provide a specific context, it can be called information. Okay, so organize data with some context, that is called information. Okay, so I organized this data in a tabular form. One table I made. Okay, it has column, student name, student roll number, class, section, class teacher, and computer teacher. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns I made here. Okay, so now here student's name. First name is ABC. Name can be kept any name. So ABC I wrote here. Her roll number is 1. Okay, class 4 and section A. If it is section A, then class teacher name is Miss Monideepa, and computer teacher name is Miss Anusuya. Okay, this is the information can be created. Okay, if you belong to section 4A, your class teacher is Miss Monideepa. But BCD, another student name, roll number is 32 and belongs to class 4B. If child is of class 4B, then class teacher is Miss Vinita. Okay, so here information can be created that Miss Vinita is class teacher of 4B and Miss Monideepa is the class teacher of 4A. Okay, but the computer teacher is same. Okay, means in both classes computer teacher is Miss Anusuya. Okay, so this way information can be created. Miss Monideepa is a class teacher of 4A. Understood? Like this. This way information can be created. So first of all we have to organize data. This is data. Okay. When it is organized into the computer, okay, then computer process data and creates information. This is first information. Okay. Then here if XYZ, it's a name of student, and her last, if she is last roll number, XYZ, if she is last roll number 66 of class 4A. Okay, so information can be generated here that total number of students in class 4A. Okay, 66. Likewise, Z by X. Okay, Z by X, it is student's name, roll number 65. It is if it is last roll number. If it is last roll number of class 4B. Okay, then it shows total number of students of class 4B 65. Okay, total number of students. So we can, this way information can be created from the organized data. If data you have arranged in a tabular form or many other forms are there which you will learn in higher classes. Okay, how to organize the data. So data can be organized in the tabular form or in other forms. So when data is organized, computer can process the data, then produce information. This type of information can be produced. Means total number of students in 4A, total number of students in 4B, then total class teacher of 4A, class teacher. This way information can be created. Okay, if data is organized in the computer. Okay, so this is we have done. I hope you understood about the data and information we had discussed in detail. Now our next topic is computer memory. So this data, okay, we store into the computer. Okay, data and information we store in computer. Nowadays we don't save computer in files, okay, paper files. Nowadays, in this modern time, the time of technology, information technology, okay. So in this modern time, modern technologies we are using. So olden time, okay, people were keeping the data and information in the registers, okay, registers, files. but now, paper files, okay, but now it's a computer era, so data and information we save in computer, okay, we save in computer. So in computer, what are the parts of computer which can store? Okay, we are going to talk about those. Okay, that is called computer memory. Okay, where computer can store data and information. That is our computer memory. Okay. So you have learned in standard 2 and 3 about the computer storage devices, CD, DVD, hard disk, pen drive. Okay, these things you already have done in your previous classes. Okay, now with some more detail, in standard 4 you are going to learn about the computer memory in more detail. Okay, so we are going to talk about the types of memory. There are different types of memory, computer memory. Okay, or you can say different types of storage devices. Okay, so two are there. First one is primary memory. Okay, this is primary memory. Second one is secondary memory. Okay, so you have to remember these things. We have two types of computer memory. First one is primary memory, second is secondary memory. Okay. So primary memory is called the main memory of computer. So whichever data we store, whichever instructions we give to the computer, data after processing it becomes information that also gets stored in computer. Okay, so wherever data is stored, wherever instructions are stored or information, okay, those are called memory. Okay, so there are two types of memory, primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory is the main memory of computer. Okay, computer works with the primary memory. Okay, that is why it is called main memory of computer. Okay, main memory of computer. So this is the main memory of computer. CPU can directly access this memory. It is fixed on the motherboard of the